Is Isinkwa Sethu. All right, so it is an honor to introduce our next guest. What these guys are doing, it's absolutely amazing.
Yo, bro.
Penduka, you were telling us about the story last week.
Yeah.
And in true Dudu fashion, she cooked. The guys here.
She baked this time around.
Baked.
Actually, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the founder of Isinkwa Sethu.
Isinkwa Sethu.
Mr. Sibusiso, how do you pronounce your surname? Ntele.
Yes, Ntele.
Thank you for coming through, man. Good to have you, bro.
Thank you.
What you're doing is amazing, man. Can you tell us more about it?
All right. Valley is an area where there's nothing good. Even when you check on the bulletins, you see Mfuleni this, Mfuleni that.
Except the ladies. The ladies are good there.
Except the ladies.
Oh, Everton.
Fire.
Yeah, no, true. But there's nothing inspiring about Val.
Yeah.
So when I sat alone with the research I've done, I then realized, we need something that will give actually everybody within our community hope. And then I researched about Isinkwa. Because when you check in South Africa, we deal with more than 500 million loaves of bread a year.
Wow.
Do you understand? Almost more than 100 million distributed around the country every day. So we don't benefit. Not only as Val, but as a black community.
Yeah.
We don't own means of production. We don't have something to be proud of. So Isinkwa Sethu sisuka lapho to say, at least you must have a bit of beneficiations in the billions that are spent in the country. Yeah.
And how does the process work? Like, can you just run us through that?
All right. When I first presented the idea within the communities, the plan was that in 6 months, you put in your 350 through isiXholo Investment Stokvel. There's a Stokvel I've been running for more than 3 years called isiXholo Investment Stokvel. And then the Stokvel is going to be the one funding the Isinkwa Sethu project. McG, in South Africa, as a black man, if you try to raise your head, those elites will hit it, whether you like it or not. And the only platform that we have as South Africans that we have power, in actual fact, it's the Stokvel industry because it's unregulated. That's the founding model I used to make sure that at least we rise. Yeah, so you put in your 350. So the plan is 6 months. Within the 6 months, we implement. When we first bought the bakery, it was not operational. There was nothing happening. The complex actually was dull, And then we had to now start fixing things. Everything that we bought within the bakery was dilapidated. So we had to start afresh from fixing it. And then after that, we implemented issue plastic, barcoding, resuscitating client base for the bakery. So it took us 5 months to be able to do that and be able to run. So, yeah, that's the project. Now, the plan is that after 6 months, then people on the 7th month, they will start benefiting. You understand, within the program Isinkwa Sethu.
What are the benefits?
The benefit when I put solo ukuthi asithi mhlambe for an example, because the strategy depends solemnly on the people abafake ama 350. Labo bantu akunala shuthi bane choice ukuthi bathenge isinkwa kuphi. But when you part of Isinkwa Sethu, you don't have a choice anymore. The only choice is for you to support yourself. I don't believe ukuthi as a person you can buy isinkwa somunye umuntu nesinkwa sakho. Yeah, I understand.
Yes.
So we've got 1,200 people who've officially affiliated in the project Isinkwa Sethu.
Wow.
Now, 1,200 people must make sure that they buy their bread every day from Isinkwa Sethu. That is our first base of beneficiation. When we talk about profits, we start there. And then we grow the base within the communities. South Africans now embrace Isinkwa cooler. Then we eventually will sell more than 1 million loaves a day. But 1,200 mele kube into every day. So within the 6 months, we struggled with our diverse places abantu abahlala kuzo. Abanye abantu bahlala within Sebokeng in Sharpeville, others are living in Sebokeng, Everton, others Zone 3, Zone 14. Serope.
There's a place in the Val called Serope. You know that? Now you know.
Yeah, so Serope. So at the ultimate end, we need to make sure that we have all our bread bins within the communities. Because Initially, I thought sizonikeza laba bombala Pakistanis to sell our bread.
Eesh.
But it's a challenge because obviously they will see it as competition. You understand? So now we have to establish our own bread bins within the communities. So, but yeah, up to so far, 5 months in, we are moving. I think next month is our last month. Then on the 7th month, melek puma catching dividends. So that's the whole
What
plan.
will they look like? Because in Fagiri 350, it's been now 7, let's say 8 months. Roughly, what will the dividends look like?
You know, sometimes mina ngithanda ukuthi ngisebenzise calculator. Am I permitted?
Yes, you are. Definitely,
Okay.
man.
Asiti, for an example, we're selling our bread 13 rand, right? So we've got 13 bucks multiplied by 1,200. That's 15,600 a day, which is what we make. You understand? We multiply that by 30 days. We've got 468,000.
Whoa! And that's assuming it's only the people, the 1,002 are buying.
Yes.
There's also other random people in the community who will buy.
Already now, we can't sell to 1,200 because they are scattered. So we are busy trying to establish our bread bins.
Yes.
But we do sell more than 1,200 loaves a day.
Yes.
Wow.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Not only with Labantu.
Members.
We are dealing with random people who are just coming to buy bread.
Yes.
You understand? Yeah. So imagine we now managing to sell more than 1,200 plus another 1,200 from the community. Let's say 3,000 for an example. So konamanje bengifuna ukuyibala on us, 1,200.
Yeah, the members,
right?
yes.
So that's 468,000. Excluding cost on that 468,000. Let's say cost is 250.
Yeah.
For argument's sake. Then say 468,000 minus 250,000, then that's 218,000 esele.
Okay.
Remember, we can't just have a business that is not going to be able to sustain itself. We must have retention capital that will be used for growth in terms of buying transport if we need
And
it
scaling.
and scaling the business,
Yeah.
you know? So let's say maybe we pull 100,000 out of that. Yeah, bro? So we pull 100,000 out of that, then we are left with 118,000. That means Lemali Lena is shared amongst the people who've invested equally. So 350 gets you a share. Do you understand? So per share, we'll get each and every cent. As it we divide it by 1,200 people, then that's 98 rand per person. Do you understand? So that 98 rand, remember, it will gradually grow because
Yes.
1,200.
Yes.
At the end of the day, you'll end up getting 10, 20, 100,000 dividends, you know, from this business. But it all started with us, 1,200.
That is so beautiful.
Wow, man.
Jeez.
True breadwinners. So, have you yet, because you will, like you said, when you try to do something, the elites, come for you.
Yeah.
Obviously, companies like Sasco, Albany, Blue Ribbon are sustained by the township, almost literally, you know?
Yes.
So have you received any form of resistance, pushback from them, or even these spaza shop Pakistanis, because they can be bullies as
Look,
well?
you know, at some point I went to them, Pakistanis, let me start there. Spoke to them, guys. We want to establish Isinkwasetu in the valley. And Isinkwasetu is not going to come with bread only. It's going to come with warehousing, you know? This is how I view the Pakistanis businesses. And I know they're going to slap me for this because people believe they must abaham, but this is my way of viewing it. Why kill something that is already working? My view is that as South Africans, why don't you come together and own warehouses where those people would buy from the warehouses and sell to us? That way we are keeping the issue of safety. Secondly, we are making sure that we link our chain to their chain that is already running. And then at the end of the day, we benefit as South Africans. Do you understand? It's easier to run a warehouse than a shop. Because a shop, you deal with so many people on a daily, and these people master that. You understand? Tina, as black people, we can hire people who can run warehouses for us.
Yeah.
People who are good in logistics. Do you understand?
Yeah.
We can just hire them and open warehousing. Imagine, if we've got more than 65 million people in South Africa.
Yeah.
Now, if we say the black community is 40 million, let's put 40 million rand a day of bread. Maybe let's say, as South Africans are spending 1 rand per person, ngelanga, that's 40 million. So if 40 million multiplied by 30 days, how much is that? Can't we open an industry?
We can.
Can't
We've got the numbers.
can't we manufacture our own products?
Yeah.
So when we talk about isinkwa sethu, we're not talking about bread. We're literally talking about something esgawulisayo as abantu basekhaya. Isinkwa sethu, you eat papa, mele siparticipate nalapho. You know, you eat ibisi, mele participate nalapho. Uyabona? Inkomazi, everything we must participate. All those things are things that are used by us. So isinkwa ukuya ngami. It's not literally about isinkwa. You understand? That is why at some point we ventured into a grocery. Because right now, it was 5 months in, through Isikolo again, there's a grocery next to the bakery. Do you understand? There's a butchery next to the bakery.
Beautiful.
These 1,200 people, they now know where they must shop. Do you understand? So the model is for us to be able to make sure that in those billions that are made in South Africa, we also benefit.
Is there a world where you want to roll out and expand to other townships, or you just want to start in the Vaal and then scale it up?
You know, my brother, 3 days ago, I was with my attorneys. My attorneys are Indians. And they, you know, when you first pitch your idea, sometimes they take it low. They don't take it into consideration at that moment because they see it's something that might not work, you know. But when it's working, they now see the value of it. I then said to them, come, I need you to tell me about the legalities of this. How do we move forward? How also do we now integrate these people to become proper shareholders in terms of shareholding certificates and proper, you know, processes of having. But so they were then excited, saying to me, yo, Sbu, we can franchise this. We can take it to the whole of South Africa, which was the plan already. Uguti, as isinkwa said, we come to, right now we've got Free State that says, we want to be part of you. Abantu base Free State, they want to put in money and initiate their own bakery that side. Now I say, because it's through isinkwa setu, it can't die. Yabon, isinkwa setu is the founding a company for this model. So we need to make sure ukuthi siya franchise. I'm telling you, say vendor. The way vendor bayibiza isinkwa sabo ngegama labo, we can do that. It's fine, but it must fall under isinkwa sethu. We go to Zimbabwe, the same thing. We go to Pitori, the same thing. We go all over the country, all over South Africa. Yabo, hi plan yethu leyo. Ukuthi labantu laba bayi 1,200. Kube yibo abantu abazovela in the history of revolutionizing i-wealth yethu, how we see money. Mele amagama abavele lapho ukuthi abantu bokuqala bokusibonisa as South Africans ukuthi we can actually do it hilaba. So the only money that I could plan on is the 350 because everybody gets 350. Do you understand? You are sure that people get 350. And when it started, abantu abangenile, abantu abadala, abomama. Makangena umama, then introduce umntana wakhe. But at the ultimate end, it grew. Youth as a Valmanji Mill and say we're in support, want to be part of this. So I'm talking to you now. We've got a second branch we are opening in Zone 7, Sebokeng. Wow. We are opening the second branch through the support of Val, and we are very thankful for that.
It's beautiful, man. And how much was the bakery? How much did the bakery cost?
We raised about almost 460,000. The bakery cost 600.
Okay.
But it was an negotiation between Tina and Omnigas to say, Sokniga Lena and fix the rest. Then Master Sebens, I will give you the rest. And then it happened. Now, isn't it right? We basically own everything in Apagati. Then we are moving. Into enkulu engibonayo mina ekuyi challenge ebantwini bakithi ileyo ukuthi coming together nokusupporta a business that belongs to abantu bethu, it becomes a problem. That is why we had to attach people to the project.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
You might get into isinkwa sethu grocery and don't see a lot of people. But we know definitely amongst these 1,200 people, omunye nomunye uzoza ngelanga lakhe differently. Angithi abanye abantu bafuna ukubona mawuvula ishop kungena abantu abayi-1,000 a day. You understand? But practically it will grow kancane. As long as thina sidepende kulabantu abayi-1,200, we know definitely ukuthi profit yethu ikhona.
What's your history in business?
My mother and father are unemployed. My mother used to sell clothes. My father used to sell, you see these things, okay, Ronari dibisa di moto. I don't know if you know them. Geoblocks. Geoblocks. Yeah, my father used to sell them in buckets, you know. So I used to assist him in going around Ekasi, selling them. And then my mother used to send me to people like... So I understood good no man. If my mom angthuma le skip angibonile makakhipha price asithengenge 150, lo muntu uyobhadala 350 means there's money here. You understand? That's how I started. Later, I worked Liberty Life as a financial advisor, selling products like funeral cover, life insurance, educational plan.
Yeah.
Sitting back, understanding what a person spends for an educational plan and understanding what they get, practicalizing it, it never made sense for me, you know? Secondly, there's a story that's touching to me that made me really, really want to assist people. You know, in the black communities, the life cover becomes a taboo. Life cover, especially Ubaba, then he starts thinking what he's going to be killed by his own family for a life cover beneficiation. But at that moment, I was teaching people about being able to seed the life cover to your assets, you know, so that you can't lose your bonded house and all of that. And there's a man that I was trying to assist, and the wife kept on insisting, no, don't take it, it's expensive, it's not going to be useful to us. But later on, the man died. And the unfortunate part is the house was taken. Do you understand? So that on its own shaped me to want to change people's lives, you know, and also the poverty as a Val. So I'm a person who's got a list of businesses within a Val. I mean, I'm into property, I'm into hardware, I'm into selling clothes, still selling clothes even now. So I'm doing a whole lot of things, you know? Yes, I'm doing a lot of things.
Ghost Lady, you got a question?
Okay, I'm sure a lot of people are interested, right?
Yes.
And is there room for a person to still maybe contact you or the company, however you guys are running it, to join now?
Yes.
I'm sure there's a lot more people in the Val, in the area that are saying, oh, okay, actually, also only now their eyes are opening.
My wish, Seswam, is for the whole South Africa to join, not only for Val.
So you're still taking more 370s or 350s?
We were closing, but we now opened for the second branch, Leases on 7.
Wow.
How we do it, I don't want to be clouded by my 350 money and end up overcommitting. The plan is to have a round of 350s that are sufficient for a branch, close it, deal with a branch, achieve it, then move to another one. Because if now I'm going to be sitting with the whole of South Africa's money, then now I must deliver. Some people are counting the 6 months, you know, because that's the only cap we have. 6 months, and after 6 months, you start benefiting.
What if you're not even, one is not staying in the Val? Can even I just say, here's my 350?
Yes, everyone can do it. Look, Isinkwa must reach here, must reach the far wide South Africa, you understand? So we need to have people all over. I mean, at some point you can be in Durban and say, we want Isinkwa to here. That gives us an opportunity to grow to Durban, you know? It gives us an opportunity to grow everywhere. Remember, the struggle is not only for the Val only, it's for South Africans. Do you understand? For us to represent... Look, when I started this, I never thought it would blow up like this.
Yeah.
It was just a genuine way of making people understand that they've got power with their money.
Yes.
You know, I was also telling another person, I said to them, if you've got 1.2 million and I come with R1 and you put it to a bank teller and then I accidentally put the R1 on top, it's no longer 1.2 million. When they count it, it's got a rand on top. It changes the value. That means whether you have 10 cents or 50 cents, you still have money. So it was important for me to show these people that with this one that we never thought has value, it actually does umashlangene, you know? Yes.
Beautiful, man. Penduga?
Nah, man, no other questions, man.
Yeah,
Beautiful initiative. All the best, man.
Yeah,
Thank you,
what you're
thank
doing
you,
is
brother.
amazing.
Yeah,
man.
man.
How can
Beautiful.
people get in touch with you if they want to ask more questions and be a part of this campaign, be a part of this initiative?
All right. Can I give them the phone number of the lady that works in the office?
Yeah.
Because she's the one who's normally dealing with abantu mababuzimibuzo and all of that. It's 073
Yep.
156 3159. It's 073 156 3159. And we've got Upas D inamba yakhe naye. It's 065 800 4868. Alternatively, we are
Just repeat it
situated.
again.
It's 065 800 4868.
Okay.
Alternatively, people can visit us. Our office is at 549 Portion 6 Cypher Pen. opposite Golden Gardens. When you're going to Van der Bijl from Sebokeng, you pass the bridge at Polokong, and then on the side you'll see there's grey, black, big houses. Our offices are there.
Yeah.
In Sebokeng, next to Golden Gardens.
Beautiful.
And then Isikolo Investment Stockfell on our socials. We only have TikTok.
Yeah.
It's now that I'm talking to people, especially my team, would have us expanding. Like I'm saying, Lento Mangicala mina, I started solemnly for assisting the people and making them understand. Together we can reach it. But umoya also ithathile wayikhulisa.
Yes.
It's overwhelming and grace from God. And thank you guys. Thank you so much.
No, man, may God continue to bless you guys. What you're doing is amazing.
Yeah.
Man. Round of applause for Praspuda. This is the bread, man.
Yeah,
Yep.
this is the bread.
This is the bread. Wow, beautiful.
Yeah, it's good bread.
This is black excellence, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, bro. Yo.
And on the